Dear student, I am Manor Patil. Welcome to MST CET 2024 lecture series. Today we have to solve some MCQs on laws of motion. So now let's we start. MCQ number first. A force of 10 Newton acts on a body of mass 0.5 kg for 0.25 seconds starting from the rest. What is the impulse? So the formula is very easy to remember. Impulse denoted by letter J equal to force into time. So now here force is given, that is 10 Newton. 10 multiplied by time. Time also given, that is 0.25 seconds. So 0.25. So the product of become that is 2.5. And what is the SI unit? Newton second. So the option is B. Question number next. A body of mass m is kept on a rough horizontal surface. So we draw the rough horizontal surface. This is the object. Place on the rough horizontal surface having coefficient of friction is V. Horizontal force is applied. So this is the point. Now here we apply the horizontal force, that is Fs. And already know that the weight of the body is always act vertically downward, that is weight equal to mg, mass into product of acceleration due to gravity, and weight always balanced by the normal reaction. Normal reaction, that is perpendicular to the surface. Next, the body, but it does not move, so means the body is at rest. The resultant of normal reaction and the frictional force acting on the object is given by. So the frictional force acting on the object. So now here we draw the frictional force. That is, this is the frictional force, and we have to calculate the resultant force. So the resultant force is very simple. According to the vector's law of parallelogram, that is resultant force, that is F equal to under root of, that is n square plus f square plus 2 times n into f cos of theta. So what is the angle between them? So between the normal and frictional force, the angle is 90 degree. So therefore cos 90 degree is 0. So it will be completely 0. So that is the resultant force equal to now here in terms of magnitude, that is under root of n square plus f square. And as we know that what is meant by frictional force, into the 11th we already studied, frictional force is directly proportional to the normal reaction. Then frictional force equal to mu into n, where mu is the coefficient of friction between this surface and the block. And what is meant by normal reaction? Normal reaction exactly balances the weight. So therefore normal reaction equal to mg. So according to that, so put here n equal to mg, so we get that is mu into mg. So in this expression, put the value of n square, that is mg square, bracket complete, plus what is the frictional force, that is mu mg square. So it becomes, taking the common mg square, root get cancel, that is mg into the bracket 1 plus mu square. So now it is not moving, so body is at rest. So therefore we can say that frictional force, that is the resultant force, is less than the given force, that is mg under root of 1 plus mu square. So the option is C option. Next question. The question is very easy. The particle is moving with velocity v acted upon by the force shown by the vector triangle PQR. So this is the diagram. This is the direction of P vector and the direction of Q vector and direction of R vector. So what is the meaning of that? As the remember, as the three forces are represented by three sides of a triangle taken in order. This is most important. Taken in order. So this is in order. First arrow, second and third. Taken in order. Then they will be equilibrium. What is the meaning of equilibrium? So equilibrium means that is the net force. Net force equal to what? That is 0. Net force means summation of all forces. First force F of PQ. Second force, that is QR. And last force, that is RP. So what is the net force? Net force equal to, so what is the formula? equal to mass into acceleration. And what is meant by acceleration? M into dv by dt. And what is the net force? That is 0. Why 0? Because it is equilibrium. So therefore according to that we can conclude that dv by dt is equal to 0. So what is the meaning of that dv by dt? The change in velocity is 0. When it is possible, the change in velocity is 0 only when the velocity of the particle is constant. So therefore, so the option is B option is correct. The question already asked into the NEET 2019. So most important question, remember. Next example. Next example again asked into the M 2019. Now this in this recent trend, many times they ask the question on assertion and reason. So very simple. We read the first statement. The first statement is a glass ball is dropped on the concrete floor. Concrete floor can easily get broken. Compare with, now it is dropped on the wooden floor. So now, and next reason is given. What is the reason of that statement? On concrete floor, glass ball will take less time to come to rest. Yes, both are the correct. Option A. Why it is correct? Because in concrete force, the normal force or resultant force is more as compared to the wooden force. So therefore, due to the more force, so now the glass ball will be take minimum time to rest as compared to now it is fall on the wooden floor. And also most importantly, it is easily broken on the concrete floor. So option A is the correct explanation. Next. Okay, next question again asked into the M 2019. The gun applies for a force F, bullet which is given by the force is given. So what is the force? F equal to, that is 100 minus 0.5 into 10 raised to 5 T Newton. The bullet emerges out with speed. The velocity of that bullet is given. Then find out the impulse exerted, still the force on the bullet becomes 0. We have to calculate impulse, and we know that what is the formula of impulse? Impulse means that is force into time. So time is not given, but one statement is given. What statement? That is force on the bullet becomes 0. So by using this statement we can write that force is 0. So therefore we calculate the T from here. So that is F equal to 100 minus 0.5 into 10 raised to 5 T equal to 0. So we consider the force becomes 0. According to that we calculate the value of T. So now, so it goes to that side, it becomes positive, that is 0.5 into 10 raised to 5. 0.5 into 10 raised to 5 into T equal to 100. So what is the value of T? So that is T equal to 100 divided by 0.5 multiplied by 100. So it becomes, that is 50, and remaining is 10 raised to 3. So it becomes 2 and goes to numerator, it becomes minus 3. So we get 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 second. Actually we get the time. So we have to calculate the impulse. So just by taking the integration delta T, so it becomes, put the value of force. So what is the value of force? That is 0, 100 minus 0.5 into 10 raised to 5 T dt. Applying the integration. Time 0 to, now this is the T second. So that is 2 into 10 raised to minus 3. 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 second equal to, according to the formulas of integration, very easy. What is the 100 integration? That is 100 times T. Then what is the integration of next term? 0.5 into 10 raised to 5. What is the integration of T? That is T square by 2. Remember the formula, integration of x raised to n is equal to x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. According to that, we have to put the limits. So what is the limit from 0 to 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 second. So after put the limits we get, that is 100 into, limit put करना है, 2 into 10 raised to minus 3, then 0.5 into 10 raised to 5 into 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 bracket square divided by 2, and final limit is 0. The initial final limit minus initial 0, there's no need to be substitution. So after calculation, what we get? Calculation is very easy. So 2 into 100, that is 200 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 3, 2 0 get cancelled, 1 0 remaining, that is 0.2 answer. Minus next 2 square, that is 4, 4 divided by 2, that is 2, 2 5s are 20, that is 2, and then 6, so that is what is the remaining here? So after getting, so get cancel, it becomes only 2, 5 2s are 10, means 1 into 5 minus 6, that is 0.1, means that is 0.1. So we get that is 0.1 Newton second. So option is given C. Next, again similar question, AIMS 2019, they ask what is the assertion? Even through the net external force on the body is 0, the momentum need not to be 0. Next, reason is given, the internal interaction between the particles of the body cancel out the momentum of each other. So we go for the first statement. What is given first statement? External force on the body is 0. So if external force, that is net force or external force on the body is 0, so what is according to the Newton's second law, that is the force means the change in momentum, that is dp divided by dt. So what is the meaning of that? The change in momentum equal to 0. It is possible only in case of when the momentum is conserved or that is constant. So now the statement is wrong. Second reason, the internal interaction between the particles of the body cancel out the momentum. No, this is the wrong statement. The internal, what is the right statement? The internal interaction between the particles of the body cannot cancel, means does not depends on the momentum. So that this is also wrong statement. So therefore option is, both assertion and reason are false. Means very simple to remember, internal interaction between the particle does not contribute the change in momentum, does not contribute the change in momentum. Remember the statement. According to that, the second statement also wrong. So therefore both statements are wrong. So therefore we select the option number D. Next, which of the following statement is incorrect? Means there are the 4 statements, 3 will be correct and 1 will be incorrect. So we read one by one. First, the frictional force opposes the relative motion. Yes, definitely it is the correct. Second, limiting value of static friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction. Yes, frictional force is directly proportional to the normal reaction. When the object is on the surface and we apply the force, what happens? Whenever it is moving into right direction, so here the frictional force is created into the opposite direction. So therefore relative motion को oppose करेगा. दोनों statement correct. Statement number third, rolling friction is smaller than, yes, definitely. What happens? Rolling friction, the contact surface is very less, and in sliding friction the contact surface is very large. So remember, whenever there is a contact surface is less, definitely frictional force is less. So therefore the C option is correct option. B also correct, A also correct, definitely D is not correct. So we also read coefficient of sliding friction as a dimensions of it. Wrong. Why? So that is frictional force is directly proportional to the normal reaction. Frictional force equal to mu mg. So mu means that is mu equal to force divided by mg. Both are the ratios of same physical quantity, means it has no unit and no dimension. The correct option is D. Incorrect statement is D. Next, a block of mass m is placed on the smooth inclined wedge ABC. Okay, it's simple. The block is given. So now the acceleration, the wedges is given, acceleration towards the right. So this is the direction of acceleration, and then relation between the A and theta for the block to remain stationary on the wedge. मतलब ये remains stationary, that is block is at rest. So we have to draw the forces. So first, what is the force? That is weight, which is act vertically downward. Second, normal reaction, make an angle theta. So we resolve into two. This is the angle theta. So adjacent side means normal reaction denoted by letter R. So this is R cos theta, and this is the R sin theta after a resolution of forces. And now here this is the pseudo force, that is M into A. So by balancing according to the equilibrium, so what we get, first weight balances R cos theta means, and second R sin theta balances MA. So that is R sin of theta equal to M into A, and then R cos theta equal to mg. So taking the ratio, after taking the ratio, mass reaction get cancelled, sin divided by cos, as we know that is the tan of theta equal to A into g. So what is the acceleration of the clock? That is g into tan of theta. So very simple question. They already asked into the NEET 2018. So definitely the major possibility of such a question asked into the MST CET 2024. So option number D is the correct answer of the given example. Next, a very simple question. Inertia, as we know that inertia is related to the mass. Inertia of an object is directly depends on the mass. Option number C. Next. Next, a body of mass 6 kg is acted upon by a force so that the velocity changes from 3 to 5 meter per second, then change in momentum. So formula is very easy. Delta P means change in momentum mass into change in velocity. How to calculate change in velocity? That is final velocity minus initial velocity. What is the mass given? That is 6 kg. Final velocity is 5 minus 3. So that is 6 into 2, it becomes 12 Newton second. So what is the option? That is D, the correct option of the given example. Very simple question. Next, the momentum P is given. So in terms of time is given, that is P equal to 2 plus 3t square, the force acting on the particle at P equal to 3. So we have to calculate the force according to the Newton's second law. What is the force? The rate of change of momentum. So take the derivative of that momentum. Derivative of constant is 0 plus 3, t square derivative is 2 times t. The product becomes 6 times t. And what is the time? So when time is 3 seconds, we have to calculate the force. So therefore that is 6 2s are, put the value of t equal to 3 seconds, 6 3s are 18 Newton. So we get the, so the option number A is the correct answer. Next, a constant retardation force 50 Newton is applied to a body of mass 20 kg moving initially the speed 15 meter per second. How much the time does the body takes to stop? Very simple. What given? Force given, time given. Means time we have to calculate, velocity and mass given. So as you know that according to the impulse is equal to momentum. What is meant by impulse? That is the product of force into time, and that is momentum means product of mass into velocity. So according to that, what is the formula for time? That is m into v divided by f. The mass is given, how much? That is 20 kg. 20 kg, velocity that is 15, and force is given, that is 50 Newton. So 0 0 get cancelled, 15 by 5 that is 3, 2 3s are, that is 6. So answer is that is 6 seconds is the correct. Next, last question. So very simple question, we have to calculate the change in momentum. Again very simple, what is the value of delta P? Delta P equal to mass into delta V. Delta V means that is final velocity minus initial velocity, but velocity is given in terms of vectors I, j, k. So subtraction 10I minus 2I, that is 8 times I, 6I minus 6I, that is 0. And what is the mass given? That is 5. So remaining 5 8s are 40 times I. So the option is A. So in such way that we solve some examples on laws of motion. I hope you will understood. If you have some doubt, you can ask me.